is Weekend Work on Shade 45.
It's the Bad Boys of Radio, Coach PR, Love Dinero, a.k.a. Calvin and Melvin, and we got a special guest in the building with us.
It's the infamous.
Yes.
Infamous.
Yo, what's good?
Hollywood Have.
Hollywood has, man.
Word. Thank you, man.
What's happening, bro? Thank you for pulling up on us on Zooming it.
We social distancing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying safe and clean and everything.
Absolutely. Washing my hands and, staying away from people. Yeah, it's crazy out here, man.
It's crazy for me because now I got to get used to washing my ass a lot. But
I know you was a dirty nigga. You never used to wash up, man. You a dirty little boy.
There's a silver lining to all of this. We have a bunch of clean people. You know what I mean?
Now I got to be clean.
Yo, Melvin, what you drinking? Merlot?
No, I'm drinking some Cabernet.
Right.
So
Yo,
I'm
so
drinking
He fancy over there.
Smith and Hook, you know what I mean?
Word up.
Yo, so Havoc, so today's the actual 25th, the day the Infamous came out.
Yes, Congratulations. Happy
Thank
anniversary.
Thank you.
The second album, man, how do you feel? Like, take me back to that time. Like, how did you feel when this album came out?
Man, at that time when that album came out, me and Prodigy, man, we was just so happy to be back on again because, we had came off an album that didn't do too good. So,
hit it from the back. Hit
it from the back, and
I don't know how that was our shit. I don't know how they do too good, man. We was fucking with that shit heavy up back then.
Yeah, so it's like we came off of that album, and then we came out with this one where we really got a chance to really be creative, our own direction that we wanted. Yeah, and the love was crazy, so it was just like a super exciting time. You know what I mean?
And then you had some good features on there. It was Nas Raekwon and Ghostface. So
great features.
You had wonderful features. So I want to ask you, that was around the time when, right after Big Shit came out, this came out. And, So how did you feel when he said, "Yo, niggas been up Nas shit"? How did that go back then? Because I know Nas, you fuck with Nas heavy, So
right. Off top, look. Number one, first of all, you know me. You know my track record. I ain't get in the middle of none of that shit.
Yes, you just mind your business.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? But the competition was crazy. You understand what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
Hold on, P. You know what's so crazy though, Have? I'm gonna tell you, I think that's the best years, I'm gonna say, of hip hop. That 90s era, those are the great years, because what it was, I'm gonna say, it was so much. It wasn't never this, right now, it wasn't the same sound. It was so much different stuff coming out. You had Woo, you had Big, you had Nas, you had Y'all, It was so much stuff. It wasn't just one direction, coming from New York.
No doubt. And another important thing to note, that you really had to grind to make it. You understand? I mean, the internet is a beautiful thing. It's a gift and a curse, but we ain't had an internet.
I had none of that. No social media, none of that.
The internet was the subway. You jumped on that. You went to Manhattan. And you shopped your demo. You feel me?
And you got in the streets, man. You really got out there and really put the work.
Yes.
This is when you seen the stickers and all kind of shit. You was really doing anything to market and promote your project.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Matter of fact, why don't we do this, love?
Yeah.
Why don't you do what you do, man? Play some music.
No, I'm getting the sun off this Infamous, man.
Off the Infamous. Let's get into the Infamous. What you want to start it off with, Have?
Let's start it off with I For Now.
Oh man, that's how you feeling?
Yeah. I'm pulling out the bazookas.
Oh, that's the rip.
Let's get into that. It's the Weekend Work Bad Boys Radio. Let's go.
888 Shade 45's Weekend Work. Calvin, Melvin, Calvin. The Infamous Weekend. 25 years, man.
I like how you said that. Why you didn't just give me that? The Infamous Weekend. That's what we should call it. It's the Infamous Weekend.
The Infamous Weekend.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 25 years, man. And the production they'll have, you to me are when they doing all this battle, I see you. I see Havoc up there. How does it feel to know that in hip hop, when they talk about producers, you're top 5, bro? Matter of fact, not you are.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I take it with a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? I didn't set out to be the best producer, nor do I think that I am, but to be acknowledged in that way, you know what I mean? It's a blessing, you know what I mean? It just it validates what I do.
Right. And what did you see the battle between RZA and Premier?
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
What you thought? What you thought about it?
Yo, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? It brought me back through like a time machine. You feel me?
Yeah,
like I felt like I was in the 90s. Like I was just smiling at the computer like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we hear the songs all the time because we play it and we fans of it, so we play it every now and then. But to see them playing it, you know what I'm saying? Like it was dope.
Well, speaking of battles, who you think you would go good for going against?
I'll go up against anybody. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Like, who be?
But not everybody can go against you, though.
Not everybody can go. I'm just saying, like, somebody's in your caliber, you feel like, yo, you wouldn't mind, like, beat for beat. You know what I'm saying? The stuff, the productions y'all did.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't really call it. You know, I might really spoil it. Yeah, I can't call it, might spoil it. But, you know, I'll go up against anybody. Not saying, like, on some, like, cocky shit, like, I'll destroy niggas. But I just like to show the history of the music, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, whoever battle, I feel like they both winners to me. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Yeah, hip hop is winning that.
Word up.
How about you and Dre?
Me, oh man, you trying to crush me now? You know what I'm saying?
What's up with you, yo? This is why I asked that question.
He said anybody.
You pulled forget a bazooka. You pulled out the nuclear bomb. You
trying to bury my nigga half? Like, come on, what's up, man?
Which Dre? Like the NWA Dre? Or the, you know what I'm saying? Or
the Chronic Dre, the Death Row Dre, like Aftermath Dre. It's a lot of Dre's out there, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's
too many Dre's. That's
a fact. But you could go against RZA, Premier. That's, you know, those are guys that, you know, RZA, Premier, I see.
Yeah. Yo, look, even if I was to go up against Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? That'd just have me like pulling out the bazookas all day. You feel me? So you know what I mean?
Pull out the heavy machines.
Yeah. You never, you know, I don't underestimate myself. You know, so when I talk about Dre, but like, yeah, you know, you pulling out the, you know what I'm saying, the bazookas already. That's me giving him his props. You know what I mean? Because he influenced me from before I even started producing. You know what I mean? So, man, it would be like a party for me to go up against Dre. Like,
that would be dope. That would be dope. What's your favorite track on the Infamous album?
My favorite track on the Infamous album, you know, it's easy. It's Shook Ones. You know what I mean? Because, you know, without Shook Ones set it off for us. So I always got to go back into that song and be like, yo, like, that song is like a person to me. Like, I'll be like, yo, good looking, son. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it did a lot for me.
Yeah. So you know what? Yeah. Like, being from Queens, right? When Give Up the Goods came out, that record was different, man. Back on the Coliseum block 165. Every bootlegger spot had that shit bumping on the Saturday, man.
Y'all made it different for Queens. Y'all made it real different in Queens, man. Like,
Clue had it on the mixtape, and you hear his drop on it. Clue. Hey, yo, Queens get the money.
That right there. Oh my God.
Yo, I was proud to be from Queens, man. That shit was like, yo, he talking about us.
Everybody was proud from being from Queens when that project came out. It was like, you know, when Karis One just like gave us an uppercut.
Yeah.
You know, it was like,
that helped us come back. Between you and Nas, y'all helped put Queens on the map, man.
Word up,
underground level, like,
you know what I'm saying? Queens get the money.
Underground,
Queens get the money. Long time, no cash.
No cash.
Straight up. People are animal on that.
So making the production for that, did P help you do any beats or anything like that? Was Prodigy involved in doing beats?
Yeah, I mean, P had a lot of input because, you know, he would be right there and, you know, I'll be making the tracks and according to how his vibe was, you know, I would, you know, either go this way or that way. But most of all, you know what I'm saying, he trusted my judgment on it. Even though I was a brand new producer, I give him props for, you know what I'm saying, trusting my judgment because he had the lyrics on lock. You know what I mean? Like, he was just zoning in on those rhymes. I wasn't paying attention too much to that. And then when I realized how much of a beast he was, I was like, you know what? Let me just, you know, keep on focusing on these tracks.
Now, y'all was an ill combination. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you had the beats, he had the raps. Y'all really came together. Y'all made the group, man.
What's crazy is that because you said you trusted P with his lyrics, but the whole album, you started off the first rap. You started off, right?
A lot of the times. Yeah.
No, in the first song, the start of the ending was the start of the first track, right?
Yeah.
That's you setting it off on the beginning of the album.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm a MC first. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on, we gotta ignore that. My bad. So first and foremost, I'm an MC, you know what I mean? And a producer by default. You know, writing lyrics is my first thing. You know, so P just, you know, working with P, it kind of sharpen your sword, like make you, like you have to go in, you know. So I consider myself to be an okay MC.
An okay MC. The joint that y'all did was Diddy was in the video. What was that?
That was Survival of the Fittest.
How did that work out? Now, how did you get Diddy? And this is your second album, really. You guys still, you know, breaking through.
And y'all was on Loud Records at that time.
And at Loud Records. How did that relationship get with y'all and Diddy?
Because we already had a relationship with Diddy before we even ever had any record deal. When we was trying to get a record deal, Diddy was one of the people that we was, you know, trying to shop our deals to, and he took a liking to us. So we ultimately just kind of like got cool with Diddy, you know what I mean? Even though we never signed to him when he was at Uptown and all of that, we just was always cool with him. So by the time we started heating up, we was like, yo, we put the call out to Diddy, and he just came through dolo to the project.
To the bridge. He came right to the bridge.
Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Diddy thugged out.
That was crazy, yo. That's crazy. I always say, like, damn, I always used to hear stories, like, in the 90s, like, yo, Queensbridge came through in a boat ride, throw niggas over the boat. Little niggas chasing everybody out the offices. Like, y'all came through really starting shit, bro.
Yo, man, let me tell you something. For real, not for nothing. Sometimes you can't take people nowhere, you know what I mean? So,
especially at the project.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? It's to be expected. They mean well, you know what I mean? But sometimes, like you said, we threw that Clue boat party, you know what I mean? I think we were celebrating the gold album of the Infamous or something like that. And it was a boat party, and people started getting thrown in the water and all that. I was out.
Yo, Havoc, you didn't throw nobody over the water?
was there too. I saw Ja Rule. I said, but way before Ja like popped off, I had seen him there. I was like, yo, what's happening? And you know what I'm saying? He said nothing. I was like, I heard pop, pop, pop. I was out.
Damn.
You didn't throw nobody off the boat?
I can't disclose that information.
Damn, Pete. Yo, damn, Mel. You want him to throw? You want him to throw something under the bus?
The statute of limitations.
It's past.
It's 25 years.
Tell us something interesting of making that album. Something that that you cherish making the album, the Infamous album. What was like the most cherished moments for you making that album?
Oh man, the cherishing moment of making the album when we used to be in the studio and we was able to, link up with, Nas Raekwon in one session. You know what I mean? We was kind of new on the scene, and to have that caliber of artists in the studio at one time, you know what I mean? Just saluting you and contributing to something that you trying to do was a highlight in making the album.
Word. Wow.
Man, that and I hope that we could, we could see this on film one day, especially for the young kids. You see the video my son did.
Yeah, man.
I want people to actually know about the artists, especially like Mobb Deep, and they should know this for the history, man. Mm-hmm. And I think it's something very important for hip hop, the culture.
Absolutely. I mean, as the years go on and on, I think, people like y'all really curating, you know what I'm saying, the culture for the good. You know what I mean? Like even these things that you're doing right now is going to be something that's going to be looked upon. And the music is one aspect, and the way that y'all doing, these interviews and holding down the radio is another aspect. So, I got good hopes for how the newer generations coming up is going to be checking us out and being like, yo, this is ill. So we definitely have a job on our hands in making sure that we pass along this information.
No, we definitely do. That's why we always call you all the time. You know, you like our extended family.
I know, man.
We get you up here at least once a month. We call you. You always pick up the phone for us. I always get do a Mobb Deeps set because I remember those days going to Hot Wax and Music Factory to go get the vinyl. So
Queen.
I'm all the way in. I'm all the way with it.
But yo, I'm always on deck, man. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
you definitely are.
I'm the most accessible guy you could ever meet, like for real, you know. And
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. I love what y'all do. So, you know, man, 25 years is crazy. Is something. Yeah, I mean, you know, I look back. It's like it just happened. It don't feel like it happened that fast because if you look at the 25 years, so much stuff has happened. During that time, we lost a lot of brothers. Rest in peace, Prodigy. You know what I mean? We early we was losing dudes like Big and Pac and Big L and, you know, other little situations like that. So that's a jam-packed 25 years. They need to do a documentary on 25 years in hip-hop and just make it a series.
Oh, my gosh, yo. That's a lot of series. That's like 100 episodes. Over
I mean, and they'll watch it. You know
and they'll watch it. Before we let you go, though, what song we want to close out with?
Let's close it out with Shook Ones.
Shook Ones?
Yeah, you know I played it already, but I'm playing it again.
Yeah. My bad.
I'm playing it again.
No, we're playing again.
We're gonna play it again.
No. Hold on, I got one to play. Play More Trice Life.
Got you.
Got that. All right. And before you go,
hold on. Did you just ask me that I got that?
No, I know you got that.
All right, I'm making sure.
No, I said before we let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a big battle for hip hop. I want to see where your head is at.
Okay.
Ja Rule, 50 Cent in a battle. Yeah.
Who wins?
You know, 50's not doing it. You already know that 50's not doing it.
Okay, but who wins?
Who wins?
Oh, 50 all day.
All day, right?
50 wins all day. I mean,
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, put it like this, man. 50 music was and still is the hardest shit out. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
Ja Rule has some hits under his belt.
He got hits.
He definitely had hits under his belt, but you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? That I think that 50, you know, he gonna do not a little damage, a lot of damage. I don't even think it's a battle, man.
Yeah. He got it, man. Yo, Hav, man, appreciate you. Hollywood Hav, appreciate you so much, bro. And enjoy the rest of the 25th anniversary, man. Weekend, man.
Trust me, I will. I'm gonna be joining you with some of that. What you said? You got Merlot or something like that over there?
The Cabernet.
Oh yeah, Cabernet.
Love got the Tito. Love got the Tito.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Salute.
The Bad Boys of Radio.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
They're taking over the airwaves. So turn your radio up. Weekend Work is now on.